welcome to my channel. So I still can't believe it, but I made it to the top 10 of the NYX Face Awards Switzerland. Thank you all so much for voting for me in the last round. The theme for the second challenge is CANDYLAND, and I really hope you like what I came up with. It was so much fun to do this look. I will again really need your help and your votes to make it to the top 5. Now, without further ado, let me show you how I did this look. I'm first starting off with the chocolate bar, and for that I bought some styrofoam. I draw the outlines so it will be easier to cut and shape the desired form. In the middle section, I scratch out some of the material to get a really deep carving. With some sandpaper, I then shape the individual pieces and get the whole chocolate smoothened out. I'm then just breaking off a piece of it. For the chocolate to look melted, I took some magic clay, formed it a bit and dried it overnight. With brown acrylic paint, I'm covering the whole chocolate. To create depth, I'm adding some darker brown to the carnations. After the chocolate has dried, I'm going in with the highlights to create even more dimension. Moving on to the collar. I made a neck part out of wire, and now I'm forming some kind of branches that are gonna support the wrapping paper later on. In the end, this collar will be representing some candy wrap. I wrapped one layer of paper around the wire so it's easier to put on the hot glue. I'm taking some of the paper, wrinkle it up a little bit and glue it on. And I keep doing that all around. As a last step, I'm adding some glue in between the paper so they will stick together. And voila, we're done with the neck piece. I modeled a fake cherry out of some clay and I let it dry overnight. I'm now painting it on with some color and putting glitter all over it. And here comes the actual part of the look. I'm so excited to do this. Off camera, I already put my hair up into a muffin form and fixed it with some bobby pins. And here comes the chocolate. I prepared a mix of caster sugar and water, and with a brush I'm spreading it where the chocolate is gonna sit. I added some adhesive to the parts where it would touch my face. Now, to be all honest with you, off camera I had a lot of trouble to put this on, so I did have to go in with latex. With the same sugar mix, I'm fixing the cherry on the cupcake. I'm first priming my face with the NYX Shine Killer. With a brown lip liner, I outline where I want the droplets to be. I'm now gluing down my eyebrow with some regular office glue. I'm color correcting the eyebrow with the NYX color correcting palette so it will be easier to conceal it. Since I really want the eyebrow to be fully covered, I'm going in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And I'm setting everything with the NYX HD Finishing Powder. Well, I did take a little bit too much maybe. For the brown part, I used Gamma's water makeup and covered the whole area where the chocolate will be dripping. doing 2 layers so it's all nice and covered up. And I'm setting everything with a brown eyeshadow. I now start to shade the darker parts with a mix of dark brown and black. I keep accentuating my features with a play of dark and light, adding dark to create depth and dimension. With some bright brown eyeshadow, I highlight my brow bone where the light would naturally fall onto. I do the same with the droplets and the rest of the chocolate covered part. As a last step of the highlighting, I'm adding some highlights with the white face paint and the precision brush. I then add some black water paint and do some outlines. I use the Makeup Forever HD foundation stick for the rest of the face and clean up with it around the droplets. With some dark brown eyeshadow, I now go in and start to shade and achieve the 3D kind of look. I'm adding it wherever the chocolate would throw a shadow onto my face. I'm also gluing down the other eyebrow with some office glue, and again I'm color correcting and concealing it. And again I'm setting it. I'm using some NYX glitter primer to prime my eyebrow. I'm going in with some bright pink glitter by NYX because I want to achieve an ombre kind of effect on the eyebrow. Then I'm going in with some dark pink glitter that I got from a crafting store and spread it on the rest of my eyebrow. I'm really sorry for being out of focus, but I had to come really close to the mirror to do this. I'm concealing and brightening up my under eye area. For this look, I'm using the NYX Ultimate Brights and the Morphe 35C palettes. I start off by adding a really bright pink to my temples. The same pink shade I concentrate onto the inner part of my eye and the outer V. I keep adding more and darker pink tones, and I'm dragging the eyeshadow down the bridge of my nose. With some bright shadow, I highlight my lid as well as my brow bone. And of course, I'm adding some contour under my cheekbone. For highlighter, I chose this amazing duochromatic highlighter by NYX in the shade Lavender Steel. I'm highlighting generously the high points of my cheek, my bright part of the eyelid, temples, and nose. Under the tip of my nose, I'm adding some pink eyeshadow. Glitter is a must for this look, so to intensify it even more, I'm applying some glitter primer and adding glitter all over it. My muffin needs some decoration as well. Did that sound a bit weird? Well, I'm applying some caster sugar mix and dabbing sprinkles onto it. Once it has enough sprinkles, I of course have to add some glitter to it. With the NYX liquid liner in black, I wing out my eyes. some mascara to make the eyelashes black. Oh, hello falsies! For today's look, I'm using jelly lashes in the style Raza. These are very intense and all like va va boom, just what I want for this look. I'm applying a white liner on my waterline and prepping my lower lashes with Estee Lauder's Little Black Primer. On top of that, I apply some white liquid liner from NYX. I'm dabbing on some white glitter under my brow, onto my temples and the inner corner of my eyes, dragging it towards my nose. And I'm adding even more glitter onto my hairline and under my cheekbone. For the next step, I'm using these 3 liquid liners. I'm first going in with the white and pink and making some fake freckles. Then I'm going in with all the 3 colors and painting on some bigger sprinkles. I'm shading them with some eyeshadow to give them dimension. By some freaking magic, my footage of how I did my lip is non-existent. It's super frustrating, but let me tell you quickly what I did. Just like with the chocolate droplets, I made the outlines with a lip liner and filled everything in with the NYX Liquid Suede in Pink Lust. I'm now shading the droplets just like I did with the chocolate with some eyeshadow so it looks 3-dimensional. I'm also adding some white highlights and a little bit of dark pink eyeshadow to give it even more dimension. Now let me grab my color, and we are done! And this completes my look for the entry to the top 5 of the NYX Face Awards Switzerland. I really hope you enjoyed this look with me, and thank you so much for watching. I pretty much put everything I love into this look. And not only do I love chocolate, but coming from Switzerland, this was a must for me. If I ever bake or have to choose something sweet, I always go with cupcakes. And the rest of the face I kept pretty playful and pink, matching the cupcake theme. I really love glitter, and this was the perfect opportunity to go bananas with it. If you liked my look, please give it a thumbs up, and more importantly, please support me and go vote for my look at faceawards.nyxcosmetics.ch. I'll put the link in the description bar below. Thank you for watching, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye!